What is going on? Welcome back to some more SeaOpolis 2. I've been a little bit busy in between episodes. You might be able to notice a few things a little different here. I kind of needed to just dig in and sort of figure out how to re-automate some of the basics here, because we kind of got into some different new things here, and I need to go back and reproduce some of these raw resources, which one thing I'm still struggling with is trying to get the different okay, can I? Yep, thank you. Trying to get the different powders. So the pore transformation powder needs to be crafted, and then we need that in order to get the improved. We need that in order to get the skulking stuff, and that to get, well, the colored stuff we can get a little bit differently. But essentially I need all these powders. And if you remember from a while back, we were trying to use the sequential fabricator, I think. I didn't even look at some of these stuff. I don't know if I have access to some of these things yet. No, it does not look like it. So we're trying to use a sequential fabricator for that, but it keeps backing up on me. So for now, we got a few things going on here. So we got, what do we have going on? This is pulling cobblestone out of the system from over there. Pulverizing that, giving us gravel and sand, gravel up there, sand and flint up there, and then we're getting the dust and sand dust to make the transformation powder from there. This is doing some stuff. This is just an extra one I think I have for some other stuff. Then we got some goofy things going on over here as well. So I got, what is this? I'm trying to remember what's all happening here now. We're making the, what is this, crushed netherrack over here, or I was? It's been a little bit since I looked at some of this. So that, we need to continue making netherrack over here, which I believe I just need to input more redstone into that. And then, okay, so this is slowly generating lava from here, going into that barrel, and then we're inputting the redstone into the clicker. That's going into here. That is slowly making us netherrack, I believe. And then this machine over here, if we input that in, we'll crush netherrack into the crush netherrack machine here, which is how we get the what is it? This nether transformation powder, because this is needed in order to make the nether organic matter, which we need to get a bunch of this new stuff. So yeah, a lot going on here, but in between episodes, I did complete the entire chapter for, not chapter, I guess, but the entire page for the colorful organic matter. And this is kind of where we got into some of this, because we needed diamonds, emeralds, all that. So the colorful organic matter we make with this here by pulverizing some of the coral, which I think I showed in the past. And in order to get this coral, we need to use the seawater, which I believe I'm doing over here, potentially. So here we're putting salt. I think I'm making the salty organic matter over here, which is this stuff, because I need to use this to smelt in a waterlogged sieve to get these guys. I could use these guys in the seawater to get coral. Are you following me? Because, yeah, it's kind of complicated. But we basically got back to having the general stuff being produced automatically. Really, the only thing we need is occasionally, if I need some more of the ores and stuff, we can just, you know, craft up some transformation powder. We got a bunch of this. That can go in the system. That'll automatically get pulled in to make more over there with our different matters. So you can see that's going into there. We can pull some of that in to make this if we want that kind. We could pull some of that in to make this if we want that kind. And then the colorful stuff we kind of have to make the hard way. So We'll just plop a couple stacks of that stuff in the system because we're generating all the other things for that now. But today, we're going to try to dive into the next level here because, yeah, it got a little complicated. It got a little overwhelming, but stick with me here. We're also generating obsidian over there, and that stuff is kind of working along. This one over here is kind of the waterlog deal where we're making stuff with the organic matter. So I think this is producing some coral stuff and things. I don't know. But then we also have this guy over here compacting our ore chunks and all that good stuff. I think that's pretty much everything for the most part. If you got any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. But today we're going to dive into the industrial foregoing section here because I want to get through this section into this chapter completion so we can go into the nether stuff and eventually finally get some refined storage. So I think this will unlock some really good stuff here. We get some new mods in the future as well. So let's start out by diving into the refined latex bucket. Now, how does one get one of these? Latex can be made from cured rubber in a magma crucible. Okay, that is interesting because I have made a magma crucible. That's this thing, right? Aren't I doing some things over here? Oh, that's... Okay, I'm using that to help generate some lava by the looks of it for this system over here. I did remember making that now, but I think if I'm correct, I should be also producing some rubber over here. But what I probably want to do is, oh, not all those things, refined latex. So I probably need refined latex in a magma crucible. Oh, okay. So I do need the cured rubber in this thing to get this thing. Perfect. So this is actually beneficial then. I've been getting this rubber pumped through these couple of arbor extractors into this deal, into this auto crafter, just plopping it out of the bucket into the chunky chunks. And then that's kind of just doing its thing there. So if I speed these up, you'll see we actually get latex squirting out of the tree here. But this process of the latex stuff is not fast at all. So we'll try to keep that pumping into there. And hopefully we have enough to get us started here. We got most of this little platform actually lit up all nice and neat now. I've been trying to do a little bit of decorating and building here and there in between episodes and whatnot. Done a couple live streams. If you missed any of those, feel free to go back and check them out. Or feel free to request more if you'd like to see more stuff. Okay, so I was like, where are those going? Those are getting sucked into the system here. So we should get cured rubber. Oh, we actually have a whole crap load in there. Way more than I thought. If I go to this thing, can I perhaps get you to not extract from here for a second and just put this in here? That will give me refined latex. Excellent. Can I get a new bucket? So I believe this is what I need to start. So yoink, that should give me that. Excellent. Off to a good start. This will give me to the latex processing unit. So I guess just for a little context here, the whole point here, we're trying to get this pink slime block is because this is required for making the nether organic matter from the colorful matter. So we need this to go under the barrel to do the thing from the one to the next to get us where we're trying to go here. So let's see, with that, can we get to this? What do we need here? A pity machine frame. What am I missing there? Oh, nether bricks. We can make those. Excellent. So I love packs like this where everything kind of like ties together and you need one thing to make the next thing and you need that thing to make another thing. Very enjoyable in my opinion. So hopefully you're enjoying watching the series as well. If you are, make sure, give me a big old slap on the like button down below. I would really appreciate that. It would mean a lot, and hopefully we can have some more fun together. Latex process. Oh, did I not? Okay, well, that's unfortunate that I didn't put one of those into my inventory. Do I have enough in my storage to make more nether bricks? How am I getting... Okay, netherrack. So good thing we are making netherrack, but am I going to have enough? Oh, yeah. We probably don't need all of these. So can I put some back in there? Sure. Because that's not exactly the fastest process here. These lava... Yeah, you can tell that we're limited on lava production here. I don't know what is pulling a ton of this out, but that's a problem for me to figure out later. Let's go back and find my smeltery thingamajiggy over here. So I should be able to squirt these into nether bricks pretty quickly. Excellent. And we need just a couple more of these guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that. And then that gives me to the pity machine frame. Wonderful. I'm sure we'll need that later, but that just to get the quest. Then we got the latex processing unit. And the tiny dried rubber comes from putting the latex into this. So do I just have to put this down to give it some power? And then where did my... I suppose it consumed my... Oh no, it didn't consume my buckets. Okay. So we're still getting this from here, right? Oh, actually then, can I... Is this going to waste it? Probably. What are the chances I can just have this output that into here? Refined latex, 1,000, 2,000. Wait, there's 2 different fluid holes. Latex, water, output. Wait, do I need both? I do need both. Interesting. Okay, well that's an easy fix because I think I accidentally... Maybe I didn't. I was going to say, I think I accidentally made a second sink already. But we can make one pretty easily here. And then I wonder if we can... Let's try to do this. Will this allow me to... No, this does not have its own interface like these guys do. So I don't want to take up another power slot. So let's go fluid pipe into this, into a okay, this is silly. I just need to get up a little higher. Excellent. This is all freaking pipe spaghetti. Okay, so that gives me water. That's giving me that. That gives me this. Bam. Tiny dried rubber. So that gives me dry rubber once we get 9 of those. Which I'm assuming then means I can make plastic. Excellent. Then we need a dissolution chamber for that, and a mob slaughter factory, which hopefully this I can actually hook up to my mob farm over there, possibly, that we never use. And I don't have a good way to like pipe that over, but if we can get enough stuff from one spot to the next, we can automate it a little bit more fancily later on as we do. So we'll smelt that dry rubber into plastic. Damn it, took it too fast. And we're going in real time today, so we're cruising right along on this quest line so far. So pay close attention. And then we need the plastic to make this, I'm guessing. We need a golden gear. Can I make this? Oh, we already have that, which is good. We need a couple iron things. So an iron, 2 iron swords, 2 iron axe. And then 1 more piece of plastic and we got it. Am I going to need, probably we need more cured rubber in the magma crucible if I were to guess. We'll plop that in there. This will continue making tiny dried rubber. Oh, we actually have a buttload in there. So that's going to continue on for a while here. We'll pop that in there. Put this in here. Get another one of those, like so. Ooh, I was quick that time, which I guess I don't need to be. I can go in here anyway. And then mob slaughter factory. Hell yeah, brother. And then, so we got that, and then we need this one. What does this one do? That one looks a little bit more complicated. So let's see if we can make, so we need some more plastic, obviously. And I think I finally have enough diamonds. Heck yeah. And we're right in front of this press, so we can squirt that in there to make gears. We are cruising. What else do we need here? We need a couple more buckets. Another one of these. Got enough for that. Excellent. Couple more plastic. Like so. Perfect. Oh, dude, the fact that when I'm crafting stuff with this, like remote grid, if I don't take the things out of the grid, it just plops them into my inventory. Absolutely drives me insane. It is the most obnoxious thing of this entire pack so far. So we'll pop that out for now. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Put this in here. Boom. Bang. Pow. Excellent. Okay, so I don't remember how exactly this works. I think we're going to need to upgrade the power system here again soon. And actually, to be honest, I think we're starting to run low on lava. As you can tell, we are not producing lava fast enough with how quickly, I mean, these aren't really needing to upgrade. Why is this? Okay, this is outputting faster. What if we swap this for this? I feel like we're burning through the lava quicker than we need to. So if maybe I swap this to burn some of these emeralds a little bit quicker. This one's only outputting 45%. But it's burning the lava very quickly. So I think we'll have to work on, I guess those are also probably running, which is taking lava to produce that. I'm going to have to add to the lava production system. Anyway, this is what I'm trying to say, I think. So in order to get this, we need pink slime. Pink slime comes from the mob slaughter factory. And once we put that in the dissolution chamber, that's how we get this with a glass pane. Okay, so we need glass pane. Let's just prep this on this side. This has power, so we need to put that in there. And then we need to go... Ooh, this is going to need power as well. From all the way over there. Do we make a baby little power system for this? Let's see. Do I have a dynamo? A magmatic dynamo? I don't understand the difference between like the magmatic dynamos and the compression dynamos. Let's maybe just make a little baby one for now. And we can just run this with coal, honestly. Shouldn't matter that much. Take a little swim. And then I want to see if I can... what's the best way? I think did I make a way to get into this thing? I thought I did. Let's go check this out. See if we can install this in here. I thought I made a good way to get into this. Am I imagining that? Okay, well, this is going to be the way we get in then. If we shift across the vector plates, we should not take any damage. And then I think for now... Ow. Hello, penguin. Oh, that is facing the wrong direction. Wonderful. Let's pick up these. Get this little vacuum humper. Can I just grab this for a second? Should be fine. I'm gonna do that and this so I can get back out of here. And then I'm gonna turn this. Can I go like this, like this, like this? So that is now being powered. I'm gonna try not to mob slaughter myself. That'd be kind of funny though. We'll do that. And this. And then should just need to plug these holes up. I don't know if that'll one-shot me. Can I make just some... Okay, that's not exactly what I want at all. Really, all I want is a couple extra blocks here so that these are filled in. Will this hurt? No. Oh, wait. Do I need to put like a... I think that should work like that. If I do this, plug that back up, I believe this should start pulling guys into this thing. We can just do... Those are actually not going to be connected, but that's totally fine. Are you going to do the thing over there now? Do I have to walk away for a minute? Let's go check. Been playing Vault Hunters lately and I just tried to dash. Excuse me, bird. Did I say you could ride my jet ski? And you look like you're having a good time, so I guess I'll let you do it. Try to do a little sleep. I don't know if this thing's going to work right away, but hopefully it goes fairly quick. Just need to get far enough away for the spawns to happen. Okay, we got liquid meat and pink slime. So the pink slime, I think, is more rare than? We need 300 MBs. So that's going to have to run for a little bit. Here we got a little pink slime in there. Now, I don't know exactly how getting this out of there is going to work, but I'm going to try to put... Can I get a pipe on there with an extraction tubey deal on there? And I want to try to whitelist... I don't know how this is going to work, actually. Can I... let's just try this. If I try to scoop this out with a bucket, it's going to give me liquid meat. Okay, let's blacklist the liquid meat. Submit. And then All I had to do is put this tank here, and it should suck out the pink slime. Yeah, that works. Look at me go. Big brain skills. Pink slime in a jar. Heck yeah. I love when a plan comes together. Okay, that went actually much quicker than I thought. I didn't have to wait too long for that. Just enough time to come up with a brilliant plan. And then if I take this and plop it on top of here, it's going to do nothing. So instead we put it here with an extract on it. That puts it in here. And this outputs pink slime. Yay. Okay, so then I just need more glass paints. And these I think I can only do one at a time. 530 slime in there. I don't know how many that took, I guess. And then what other thing? We need the pink slime ingot. So 2 iron, 1,000 millibuckets. And then go, okay, so we're gonna have to get a little more of that. So we need some gold and some iron, like so. Oh, nope, not like that. Need a couple more of those. And we'll take my jar back here, see if I have any more. This goes pretty quick as long as I'm not too close. And then I can just put this in here, get more slime. Can't really see what's happening in there, but I suppose I could just close it like that. These, I haven't really done much with these. Those probably now aren't even connected, but I don't know if I'm actually doing anything with the mobs over here or not at the moment. So let's go back to multitasking over here. Well, that is getting slimed up. We'll work on this producing. Oh, we actually don't have enough now? Wait, how many does it take? 300. Ooh, okay, yeah. So we need more slime. What is that? Does that give me water in return? We do have a little bit of water in there. Okay. Interesting. So we need what? 2 more of those. So we can put that away, and then we'll need those. And then from there we can make this, which kind of gets us to the last step. Damn, we are flying. While we're waiting for some more of this pink stuff to process, I would love to know down in the comments below what you'd like to see more of. Do you like to see me just hammering out the quest line like this? Or would you like to actually see more of the process of constructing these goofy contraptions in the episodes here? Some of this stuff I've done kind of in live streams and whatnot, but I would like to know what you like to see more, what you prefer, because I will definitely change up the way we're making the episodes. If you'd like to see more of the machine building and the thought process behind the construction of these types of things, or if you just like to see the quest book get hammered out real quick like we've been doing today, and kind of moving on with the next chapter, and then having me clean up the way these things work in the background. So would love to know your thoughts. 900. Still need a little more. Hello, sir. Please get crushed into slime. All right, I've been working on a little chest over here. Oh, we already, okay, apparently I already got nether bricks in there. For the other section here, well, we're still waiting on the slime to build up in there. We got to get all these things for the chapter completion here, because the rewards here are pretty good. We get some netherite upgrades for some of these things. I did already upgrade all the ones over there into the diamond ones, and we got the upgraded meshes in those, but we're pretty close to having everything, I think, for these. I accidentally crafted the nether bricks twice. I want to say that's all of them, though. Salty, we got that. Should be pretty much everything. I suppose we could is it weird to complete that before we complete this? Is that possible? Should we just do that while we wait? Give a little submit on that, and submit on that, submit on that. Couple of those. Couple of these. Couple of those. Kabam. Couple of these. Excellent. These things are definitely going to be a big upgrade. That kind of scared me. I don't know if we need them, but hey, why not? Holy crapperjacks. Look how fast it goes now. Ooh, so we can basically process ores like once every second rather than however long this was before. And I think it also does a lot more at a time. So yeah, this will process a whole stack of items at once rather than these 16 at a time if it's only one. So that is a huge upgrade to that, which will definitely speed up the process for those bad boys. Now let's see if we got enough slime. There's a creeper on top, which is kind of terrifying. Let's just swim under the cover of the front of the boat here. 1976 pink slime. That should be just enough for what I need. Swim away. And with this, I believe, should give us what we need to move along here a little bit more. And if we just plop that into there, get this last couple of balls made up. I actually completely ran out of my time in a bottle here trying to speed up some of these different processes, which is kind of wild. I was going to use it to kind of speed up some of this stuff, but we pretty much ran completely out already. Throw these in here. Should give me that last little ingot I think I need. And get that so that we can get that part of the quest. And then something like this. Bada bing, bada boom. Pink slime. Ta-da! And then could we just claim all the money? Boom. 16 bucks. Okay, I thought it was going to be more than that, but still pretty sweet. I got a couple more balls to play with later. And then, now that we got that, that's going to be super huge because, as we saw, we need this. Well, this is going to be something we're going to have to get into next time with the actual crushed organic matter, or the nether. Well, the nether matter is needed. We need this stuff, is what I'm trying to say. We need the nether organic fluid. And in order to do that, we need the pink slime under the barrel. And we're going to have to reconfigure some things once again. Imagine that, because all of my fluid stuff, how do I get into, what the heck is this thing called? It's one of these, right? God, I can't. Where did I put that? I got one somewhere here. So we might have to reconfigure our little shrinkificator device. I suppose we have a couple other sides to that cube we could use, but I'm kind of thinking I might pull these out of the cube actually, because as I was starting to use these things, the compact machines here were kind of a cool idea at the beginning. I don't really know if they're necessary. I mean, we're out in the middle of the ocean, so we have plenty of room for this kind of stuff. But what I want to do is add another line to this system in order to convert this stuff over to the nether stuff. And yeah, I really don't see a reason with the nether tanks or the ender tanks here. We can kind of pump the fluids wherever we want. So I think I might just make another spot back on the main island here for that in the future, which I'll probably do in a live stream, I think, because we're going to have to reconfigure all this, pump some stuff back and forth and this and that and all over the place. So I'll probably expand that and continue to process some more things and dive into this. I mean, this looks crazy. There's all kinds of stuff. We can finally get into mystical agriculture. And we got a lot more stuff to do, so I'll do more of that in a live stream. So if you want to stay up to speed on when we're doing live streams and stuff like that, feel free to join the Discord. There should be a link in the description down below. The Nerd Parts Discord will help you get notified when we do that. But we're going to reconfigure that so that we can get the right fluids so that we can continue on with the rest of the quest book here. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. Now we can finally get into gems, getting into refined storage. I mean, this looks like each chapter now is going to start to take more and more time. So it's not necessarily going to be one chapter or, you know, category section per episode anymore. So we got some more work to do. So we'll dive into some of that in a live stream here soon. But that is going to do it for today. I am all out of time. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me for some more SeaOpolis 2. I really hope you enjoyed it and hope you join me again very soon.